Alrighty guys, technically it is not Thursday yet, but I need to record this today for the obvious reasons, so it is time for New Set versus Old Set. We are round 3 of New Set versus Old Set. Last round Lord of the Rings kicked some serious butt. I'm thinking that Lord of the Rings might actually take this in a landslide. Maybe they just needed the first round to just get their mojo going. I have a good feeling about Lord of the Rings being a set that's going to deliver time and time again from round 2 on. As for Foundations, I don't know if they've got it in them. They are a one-time champion and a two-time contender in this series, but I don't think that Foundations is going to pull it off this time, guys. Only one way to find out, though, of course. We gotta tear into the pack. So here we go. Hopefully you all are having a good week. I wish I could tell you whether I'm having a good week or not. I'll probably tell you in the description when I put out the video, but at least right now it's not terrible. Work kind of sucked because I had a long shift this morning, but otherwise things are not super mad right now. Were we supposed to do a pack trick for this one? I can't remember. We got a food, which looks like lambas bread, which is cool. And we got our Gandalf, Friend of the Shire artwork card. Our holo is the War Beast of Gorgorath. Whenever it or another creature you control with power 4 or greater dies, amass 2 orcs. Decent. Lost Isle Calling. Whenever you scry, put a verse counter... Ooh! I have the full art version of this, but I never had actually another copy of it, so having a second copy is pretty cool. Whenever you scry, you put a verse counter on this thing, pay 4 and 2 blue, exile this thing, draw a card for each verse counter on it, and then if it has 7 or more verse counters on it, you get to take an extra turn. Pretty good card. Elvish Mariner. Elf Pilot. 2 and a blue. When it attacks scry 1, whenever you scry, tap up to X target non-land permanents where X is the number of cards you looked at while scrying. Neat. Mirkwood Bats! We pulled a second copy of the Mirkwood Bats, ladies and gentlemen. Full art. This thing is a sick card to pull. Whenever you create or sacrifice a token, each opponent loses a life. That is a huge hit, guys. That could be the hit of the pack, potentially. Reprieve, return target spell to its owner's hand, draw a card. Actually, Faramir, Field Commander. Here's our legendary for the pack. First one. Beginning your end step, if the creature died under your control this turn, you draw a card. Whenever the ring tempts you, if you choose a creature other than Faramir, you get to create a 1/1 white human creature soldier. Token. It's not bad. It's not my favorite legendary by any means. Dunedain Rangers, 3 and a green for 4/4 with landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, if you don't control a ring bearer, the ring tempts you. That's not bad. Bag and Porter, Dwarf, 4/4 for 3 and a green. Whenever this thing attacks, you get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of legendary creatures you control. Damn, he gets pretty strong, depending on who you pair him with. Shelob's Ambush. Target creature gets +1/+2 and gains Death Touch until end of turn. Create a food token. For 1 black, I'll take that. Hobbit Sting deals X damage to target creature, where X is the number of creatures you control plus the number of foods you control. That's a stacked damage card. Pippin's Bravery. You may sacrifice a food. If you do, target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. Otherwise, it only gets +2/+2. And a full art forest. Not an insanely valuable pack. We only got 1 legendary. We got a couple of decent hits, but the biggest one definitely would be the Mirkwood Bats, which is probably worth a decent chunk of change right now because they are a fairly highly sought after card. But Foundations definitely has a shot here, guys, to tie this series up 2-2 if they can pull off a cool pack. We're starting off with a ninja token, which I've never actually had a ninja token before, so pretty happy with that. And I got an emblem for Kato. Kato Cunning Infiltrator. I think I have this Kato in my Legendaries box. Where's my Legendaries box? I will check that after. If I do, I'll let you guys know in the comments, or in the description, but I am pretty stoked if I pulled one of the ones I needed. Uncharted Voyage. Target creature's owner puts it on their choice of top or bottom of their library and surveil one. Instant speed, but it costs 4, so eh. Vanguard Seraph. 3 and a white for 3/3 Angel Warrior flying. Whenever you gain life for the first time each turn, surveil one. That's pretty cool. Axguard Cavalry. 2/2 for 1 and a red. Tap, target creature gains haste until end of turn. It's okay. I have way too many copies of it though, so it's not super useful to me. Infestation Sage, black for a 1/1 Elf Warlock. When it dies, create a black and green insect creature token with flying. Gives you some value when it dies at least. Beastkin Ranger, trample 3/3 for 2 and a green. Whenever another creature you control enters, this creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So we can get pretty beefy in the right deck. Prideful Parent, 2 and a white for a 2/2 cat vigilant. And whenever this creature enters, create a 1/1 cat creature token. Nice. That probably will end up in my cat deck at some point. Spitfire Legak, always fun to pull. 3 and a red for a 3/4, and whenever a land enters under your control, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. It's a decent landfall card. Frenzied Goblin, 1 red for a 1/1. Whenever this creature attacks, you may pay red. If you do, target creature can't block this turn. Nice. I wonder if you can do that multiple times in turn. Probably not. Grappling Kraken, 4 and 2 blue, 5/6, landfall. Whenever a land enters under your control, tap target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Nice. Claws Out, 3 and 2 white, costs 1 less to cast for each cat you control. Creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. Nice. Legendary! Balmor, Battle Mage Captain. We pulled a few copies of him before, but I'm still happy. Flying, 1/3 for 1 blue and 1 red, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, creatures you control get +1/+0 and trample until end of turn. He is a pretty cool wizard. Ooh, Lunar Insight. I like the full art. Draw a card for each different mana value among non-land permanent. Ooh, that's a good draw card. It's got a nice little texture to it too. Like, probably just a little bit of grit from the printer, but still, I'm pretty stoked with that. Reclamation Sage, 2 and a green for a 2/1. When this creature enters, you may destroy target artifact or enchantment. Nice. And a Dismal Backwater. Well, I'm going to definitely call it that Foundations won this one. I think Lunar Insight is an insane pull. The Kraken is great. The Legendary is nice. The Frenzied Goblin is good. Spitfire, Prideful Parent. All huge cards for different decks that I'm currently running or that I plan to be running. I definitely like the Lunar Insight. I think is my favorite card in terms of artwork today. I can definitely see you making an argument in the comments for Lord of the Rings, but I'm going to give this one to Foundations. I'm going to say the series is tied 2-2 going into round 4, and I think we're going to have some really interesting battles in store, guys. Alright. Of course, I unfortunately cannot show you Kaiba because Kaiba did not come upstairs. He's a little upset with me because I'm making videos right now instead of giving him attention. So I'm going to stop making videos now and give him all the attention for the rest of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Much love to you all from me. You take care, and we'll see you in the next one, hopefully on Saturday. Bye!